Bitcoin had another red week, a particularly erratic one at that, taking the rest of the crypto market down with it. Looking at the Bitcoin price chart with the money line indicator, which our community, our crypto fam, can get access to at a nice discount using the link below, we can see Bitcoin did fall below that 57,500 price point we've been discussing, where if Bitcoin's price closes this week below 57.5K, we will technically flip from a bullish to a bearish trend on the weekly. On Friday, Bitcoin wicked down to 53,500, meaning that an order was filled for a Bitcoin purchase at those lower levels. By the time you're watching this video now, we will know the price Bitcoin closed the week. If it's above 57.5K, we are still in a bullish trend. If it's below, we've flipped bearish. And zooming out, this bull cycle technically started back in January 2023. And later in the year, around August 2023, Bitcoin did flip into a bearish fake out for about 8 weeks before flipping back bullish, up until now. Zooming out even further, if we do flip bearish and the price continues to fall, we have some support at 50,000 if we refer back to this 2021-2022 time period. However, more recently, we can see that 50K hasn't been that strong so far this cycle, and stronger support is actually down here in this 43,000 price range. My random wild guess is even if we do technically flip into a bearish trend, it will be similar to the fake out situation we saw back around August 2023, where we will continue to trend sideways through the summer between this 55 to 70K range. And then likely it will break out and upwards around September and October of this year. Let me know what your random wild Bitcoin price prediction over the next few months is in the comments below. So what's going on? What caused this crypto dip? What other things do we need to be aware of in the short and long term as crypto investors? Hello, I'm Crypto Casey and welcome to another episode of Crypto This Week. Let's take a look at the latest global news stories affecting the crypto markets and macro environment at large. Please be sure to check out our sponsors, Coinbase, NordVPN, and Tangem Wallet. Break free from the corrupt, greedy, rigged traditional financial system that steals and controls our hard-earned money, and take control of your financial future with Coinbase. It's become more than the #1 trusted crypto exchange for beginners and advanced traders. It's now the leading all-in-one crypto platform. We can earn crypto for free by watching tutorials, by using a Coinbase card, by buying and staking different crypto assets like USDC, ETH, DOT, and more. Coinbase Wallet is one of the best self-hosted hot software wallets on the market, with tons of Web3 features and much, much more. Protect your data, privacy, location, money, and crypto from hackers that steal our funds, big corporations that steal our information, and governments that steal our ability to have full access to the internet by censoring certain websites and Web3 applications, and more by using NordVPN. It's a trusted and extremely easy to use virtual private network that is offering our community an amazing discount that comes out to just $3 per month with 1 month free and a 30-day money-back guarantee. And finally, get direct access to and complete ownership of all of your digital assets in the most secure way by getting your own cold storage hardware wallet like Tangem Wallet. It is the easiest and most affordable cold storage hardware wallet on the market. Our community gets a nice discount with the link below. It literally takes 90 seconds to set up, and it also lets us buy, swap, transfer, and earn thousands of cryptocurrencies all within the Tangem mobile app. So scroll down and use links below to access the correct and official sites, as well as redeem all the special offers they have specifically for our crypto fam. Sweet. Jumping right into the news this week, over $170 billion wiped off of cryptocurrencies as market tanks on Mt. Gox Bitcoin payout fears. And Mt. Gox was a crypto exchange that launched back in 2010, became the largest worldwide crypto exchange by 2014, before ceasing operations from loss and theft of hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin and filing bankruptcy. So after now a 10-year wait, repayment of Bitcoin to Mt. Gox users is about to start, which spooked the crypto markets because many anticipate that a lot of these users are going to start selling all of their Bitcoin at once, which would cause major liquidations and the price of Bitcoin to tumble. However, as crypto investors, we should be mindful of different ways this situation could play out. An analyst in this article says, Mt. Gox doomsday scenario involves Bitcoin Cash, not Bitcoin. Selling pressure from Bitcoin Cash, BCH, and lack of liquidity is the story to watch once Mt. Gox begins redemptions, writes Presto Research. Our analysis shows that the selling pressure for BCH will be 4 times larger than Bitcoin, 24% of the daily trading value for BCH versus 6% of the daily trading value for BTC. Presto Labs' Peter Chung wrote in a note, pointing out that BCH's daily trading value is 1/50th of BTC. In an interview with CoinDesk, Chung said Bitcoin is projected to have limited selling because anyone who wanted out could have sold their claims on bankruptcy claim markets. Weak-handed creditors had plenty of chances to exit over the last 10 years on the back of aggressive bidding from the claim funds, so we can safely assume the current group of creditors consists of diamond-handed Bitcoin bulls, Chung told CoinDesk in an interview. Chung argues that traders are going to treat the BCH as an airdrop and sell it immediately because Bitcoin Cash's fork occurred 3 years after Mt. Gox's bankruptcy. So yes, it definitely seems like a bearish event is on the horizon for Bitcoin Cash. However, my random wild guess is it won't be a leading cause of a crash in Bitcoin's price. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Here's another similar event that caused Bitcoin to dip this week. The US and German governments have sent $738 million in Bitcoin to exchanges over the last 2 weeks. And all this Bitcoin was confiscated by the government from criminal cases. And typically, when crypto is transferred to exchanges, it means the intention is to liquidate it or sell it. So basically, this dip occurred from the market anticipating a lot of sell pressure from Mt. Gox Repayment and from the US and German governments selling seized Bitcoin all around the same time. And what's interesting is a German member of parliament slammed the government's Bitcoin sell-offs and urges holding it as a strategic reserve asset. Joanna Kotar argued Bitcoin offered an opportunity to diversify the state's assets, reducing risk associated with traditional investments. She also suggested that due to Bitcoin's scarcity and deflationary nature, it can serve as a hedge against inflation and currency depreciation. The MP, or Member of Parliament, claimed that a clear legal framework for Bitcoin is in Germany's self-interest and economic sovereignty, and hence contributes to the country's technological and financial development. Instead of selling, I recommend developing a comprehensive Bitcoin strategy, Kotar concluded. This could include maintaining Bitcoin in the state treasury, issuing Bitcoin bonds, and creating a conducive regulatory environment. And did they listen? Germany's surprise $111 million Bitcoin buyback. In a surprising reversal, the German government, known for the recent large-scale Bitcoin sell-offs, has just bought back a significant amount of the Bitcoin. Data from Arkham Intelligence reveals a purchase of 1,915 Bitcoin, worth $111.5 million, from major exchanges Kraken, Bitstamp, and Coinbase. The sudden buyback has ignited speculation and renewed optimism among Bitcoin investors worldwide. Nice. Across the pond from Germany, another political figure is voicing similar opinions this week. Trump sparks talks of Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. Trump could be considering Bitcoin as a reserve asset to join the Softwar road to $1 million. Jason Lowery, the author of Softwar, a novel theory on power projection and the national strategic significance of Bitcoin, revealed at the start of June that members of Donald Trump's campaign administration have contacted him regarding his expertise on Bitcoin. I can confirm that I have been reached out by folks from Trump's campaign administration about you know what. I told them I'm ready and willing to move to DC if called upon. In his communications, Lowery stressed the importance of Bitcoin for national security and its strategic significance for the US military, particularly in defending and securing cyberspace. He suggested the formation of a US hash force and discussed the potential establishment of a new government agency to oversee Bitcoin-related initiatives. This command would collaborate with Five Eyes and NATO countries to counteract similar efforts by Russia and China in the evolving digital warfare landscape, which he terms the Soft War. A few days later, Lowery cryptically announced, "Let the Soft War begin," and subsequently declared he would be going dark, implying a period of reduced public communication or increased secrecy. Very interesting. And check this out. This guy, Jason P. Lowery, is a major in the United States Space Force, and he wrote the extremely dense book called Softwar, a novel theory on power projection and the national strategic significance of Bitcoin. And in an interview over a year ago, Lowery said he wrote the book as a step-by-step guide for politicians, regulators, or anyone on how to win the argument that Bitcoin is a national security issue that needs to be addressed by the United States yesterday. He argues that this new technology is the next nuke and the fastest way to bypass all of the regulatory, bureaucratic BS that is causing the US to fall way behind as the global financial superpower in the world is to take the issue out of the hands of the likes of Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, SEC Chair Gary Gensler, who do not understand warfare, by using this book to prove Bitcoin is a national security issue and catapulting it to the hands of the Department of Defense. So is Major Lowery onto something? Are other global powers already privy to this concept? Is that why Russia and China have recently pivoted and have become top Bitcoin hashers? Well, it's possible because this book was printed and available to anyone around the world back in February of 2023. And a few months later, the Pentagon told Lowery to remove it from publication. As some of you who have been following the channel for a while now know, as luck would have it, I actually bought a copy of the book when it first came out before it was banned. Cha-ching. And I actually made a video breaking down Lowery's thesis about the national strategic significance of Bitcoin and other important concepts related a year ago. And I think it's about time for an updated one where we break down the thesis and concepts in the context of recent events, because this book just got a whole lot more relevant as of late. Let me know if that is a video you'd be interested in seeing soon in the comments below. And just to whet your appetite for a full Softwar breakdown video, let's do a brief overview of what the book is all about. First, let's lose our appetite for how money currently works and why it's so important for not only countries to break free from the traditional financial system, but for us, our family, and our friends as well, with new, more inclusive, progressive financial platforms like Coinbase.
Could I get a large pepperoni pizza for delivery? Please hold.
If pizza worked like this, you wouldn't like pizza. But this is pretty much what happens to your money whenever you spend it or send it. It's a complicated system full of middlemen and fees, and everyone's taking a bite. We deserve a better system. Easier, simpler, faster. That's how crypto works.
Yeah, the traditional financial system is one big scam and it's getting worse. Check it out. Just this week, JP Morgan Chase banks warned 86 million customers they might have to start paying for their bank accounts. The potential charges, says Marianne Lake, CEO of Consumer and Community Banking at JP Morgan, are a result of new regulatory rules that cap overdraft and late fees. Lake says Chase will be passing along those increased expenses to customers, which would put an end to now free services such as checking accounts and wealth management tools. And she says she expects other banks will follow suit. It's a racket, and luckily with crypto and crypto platforms like Coinbase, we can choose to opt out of traditional financial systems and work towards a bankless future together. On the channel, we always discuss the importance of having as many accounts with as many crypto platforms as possible. And if you tuned in to my latest AMA or Ask Me Anything video, I shared that I've been testing out a very interesting crypto passive income project over the past few months. I'm working on a video explaining everything about it, the pros, the cons, the risks, potential rewards, etc. And it involves a connection to a Coinbase account to use as a custodian, where we are in complete control over the cryptocurrency in the Coinbase account. So if you don't have a Coinbase account yet, use the link below to access the correct and official site, redeem any sign-up bonuses they have for us, and use the next week or so to get verified and all set up so you are all ready to go if this passive income crypto project is something you'd like to try out, and to prepare for a likely exciting crypto bull run this fall. Sweet. Now let's wrap up with a brief overview of what the book banned by the Pentagon is all about, called Softwar. Check it out. A guy by the name of Marshal Ferdinand Foch, who went on to become the supreme Allied commander in World War I, no less, declared in 1911 that airplanes are interesting toys but of no military value. LOL, right? So it wasn't until Japan launched an airstrike on Pearl Harbor in World War II when we realized we needed to pivot from building more ships to building an armada of airplanes. The US also experienced this with nuclear weapons, as we saw in the latest Oppenheimer movie, where we barely won that arms race by mere months. The world would be a much different place right now if Germany had beat us to the nuclear weapons punch. And there are blind spots all across history with other forms of physical force, like gunpowder and cannons, where humans extrapolated from the past and didn't recognize new areas of threat or new forms of warfare. So is Bitcoin the latest form of power projection through the new domain of cyberspace, where valuable resources like data, AI, financial records, etc. need to be secured, or else they will be exploited? How can we ensure, like how the land, water, air, and space is via physical force, that cyberspace remains decentralized and not controlled by a single person, country, corporation, or entity? Therein lies the national security issue. So according to Lowery, if we want to protect our data, We need to impose a cost of attack on the data. We need something that converts physical power into a form that we can weaponize to impose costs on an attacker. Because over time, in recent years, computing has become extremely efficient with hardly any costs. And this makes hacking and spamming way more popular because the cost of attacking computer systems is low. So when thinking about what kind of high physical cost we can impose on hackers and spammers to deter them from attacking computing systems, Lowery believes Bitcoin may offer the solution. While computing has gotten cheaper and more efficient, Bitcoin's proof of work consensus mechanism makes computing more expensive and difficult. Data and AI are modern-day precious resources that reside in this new domain called the cyberspace, and we need to secure it by projecting physical power to increase the cost of attack ratio, like what we see is already fully functioning with the fully decentralized Bitcoin network. With the Bitcoin blockchain protocol, we can project physical power in cyberspace with watts via electricity, making Bitcoin not just a coin or new financial asset, it's a new form of warfare to protect, secure, and decentralize data, AI, and other things that operate within the cyberspace domain, like drones, aircraft, rocket ships, nuclear weapons, etc. So although people have been saying Bitcoin is an interesting new toy, but offers no value to the military or warfare, they've possibly changed their tune in light of the Pentagon pulling Lowery's book about the strategic national significance of Bitcoin. With drones, AI, and a ton of resources and activities moving to the new cyberspace domain, the future of national security is cybersecurity. And if Bitcoin is the answer to the problem of projecting physical power in cyberspace in order to impose costs on attackers to deter them and secure important resources, Bitcoin may very well be the most efficient weapon ever built because it secures data, money, property, resources, etc. better than any other form of warfare, all without killing anyone or harming anything. So what does this mean for us as crypto investors? If you haven't yet, completely own and control all of your Bitcoin digital asset weapons with your own cold storage hardware wallet. Tangem wallet only takes like a minute to set up. It comes with a total of 3 Tangem cards that function just like having 3 identical keys to your house or car that serve as backups. They've had 0 wallet hacks out of over 1 million in the market since inception back in 2017, with both biometric security and access code protection on the Tangem app. Personally, I literally have several on hand that I love to give to friends, family, and even random acquaintances, where I take a minute or so to set it up with them, send them some crypto so they can watch the price action, get curious, and start spreading awareness about this new exciting technology. So if you use the link below, you can get your very own Tangem wallet at a discount. Scroll down and check it out. Awesome. If you would like to learn more about Tangem wallet, how to set it up step by step, and all of its cool features, check out this video. To learn more about how we can prepare for altcoin season and learn how to use DeFi or decentralized finance apps in Web3, check out this video. And to sign up for a Coinbase account to break free from TradFi banks, click on the link on the screen. Like and subscribe for more. Be safe out there.